ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जायमुदीरये। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवतीरुत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकीनन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपदान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमः। ॐ विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामी निति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे नमो महावदान्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. So we are reading from Śrīmad Bhāgavatam, Canto 4, chapter number 17. But Mahārāja Pṛthu becomes angry at the earth. By His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Śrīla Prabhupada ki jai. Extremely sorry. Mukundan Prabhu has some work today, so he told me to conduct the reading. So I am just serving him. Okay, we will read from this fifth verse. सनत कुमाराद भगवतो ब्रह्मन् ब्रह्मविदुत्तमात् लब्धा ज्ञानं सविज्ञानं राजर्षिकां गतिं गताः. This translation.
The great saintly king Maharaj Pṛthu received knowledge from Sanat Kumar, who was the greatest Vedic scholar. After receiving knowledge to be applied practically in his life, how did the saintly king attain his desired destination? Purport. There are four Vaishnava Sampradayas, that is, systems of disciplic succession. One Sampradaya comes from Lord Brahma, one from Goddess of Fortune, one from the Kumaras headed by Sanat Kumara, and one from Lord Shiva. These four systems of disciplic succession are still going on. As King Pṛthu has illustrated, one who is serious about receiving transcendental Vedic knowledge must accept a guru or a spiritual master in one of these four disciplic successions. It is said that unless one accepts a mantra from one of these sampradayas, the so-called mantra will not act in Kali Yuga. Many sampradayas have sprung up without authority, and they are misleading the people by giving unauthorized mantras. The rascals of these so-called sampradayas do not observe the Vedic rules and regulations. Although they are addicted to all kinds of sinful activities, they still offer the people mantras and thus mislead them. Intelligent persons, however, know that such mantras will never be successful, and as such, they never patronize such upstart spiritual groups. People should be very careful of these nonsensical sampradayas. To get some facility for sense gratification, unfortunate people in this age receive mantras from these so called sampradayas. Pṛthu Maharaj, however, showed by his example that one should receive knowledge from a bona fide sampradaya. Therefore, Maharaj Pṛthu accepted Sanat Kumar as his spiritual master. Hare Krishna.
Yes. So Maharaj Pṛthu received the knowledge from this Vedic knowledge from Sanat Kumar here, who is the greatest Vedic scholar. And he applied that practically in his life. And then it is even that saintly king attend his days. Uh, how he did receive attend the desired destination. In purport, Srila Prabhupada is mentioning about all the four authorized bona fide sampradayas, that is disciplic succession. So there are four sampradayas basically that is given here. One is a Sri Sampradaya or Lakshmi Sampradaya, goddess of fortune. It is beginning from goddess of fortune. So its main acharya is Ramanujacharya. Then one is a one sampradaya is beginning from Brahma, Lord Brahma himself. That is the Madhvacharya is his main acharya. That is Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya, where ISKCON begins. Srila Prabhupada has established ISKCON in the Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya. So ours is a Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya. And the third is a beginning from Lord Shiva or Rudra Sampradaya. It is called as Rudra Sampradaya. His main acharya is Vallabhacharya or Vishnu Swami. And the fourth is Kumara Sampradaya. That is four Kumara, Chatush Kumara. In that it is headed by Sanat Kumara. So it is called as Kumara Sampradaya. The main acharya is Nimbarkacharya. So from Sanat Kumar, this King Pṛthu received this whole Vedic knowledge. And Srila Prabhupada is mentioning here that if mantra should be given from, one accept this mantra from any mantra, from this authorized bona fide four sampradayas, then that will be a that will be helpful for in this Kali Yuga. Otherwise, in the Prabhupada is mentioning that so-called mantras will not act in Kali Yuga if it is not authorized from the, if it is not coming from the authorized bona fide sampradayas. And there are so many sampradayas are sprung up without authority. They are misleading the people because they are not observing the Vedic rules and regulations. Like our ISKCON, there are four regulative principles. They are very strictly, we have to follow them. Then only spiritual master gives us the initiation and this mantra. So it is very much required. Okay, so we'll go ahead. Verse 6 and 7. यच्चान्यदपि कृष्णस्य भवान् भगवतः प्रभो श्रवःश्रुश्रवः पुण्यं पूर्वदेह कथाश्रयं भक्ताय मेऽनुरक्ताय तव चाधोक्षजस्य च वक्तुमर्हसि यो दुह्यदैन्यरूपेण गामिमाम्. That's translation.
Translation: Pṛthu Maharaj was a powerful incarnation of Lord Krishna's potencies. Consequently, any narration concerning his activities is surely very pleasing to hear, and it produces all good fortune. As far as I am concerned, I am always your devotee as well as a devotee of the Lord, who is known as Adokshasaja. Please therefore narrate all the stories of King Pṛthu, who, in the form of the son of King Vena, milked the cow-shaped earth. Purport: Lord Krishna is also known as Avatari, which means one from all the incarnations emanate. In Bhagavad Gita 10.8, Lord Krishna says, Aham sarvasya prabhavo matah sarvam pravartate. I am the source of all spiritual and material worlds. Everything emanates from me. Thus, Lord Krishna is the origin of everyone's appearance. As far as this material world is concerned, Lord Brahma, Lord Vishnu, and Lord Shiva are all emanations from Krishna. These three incarnations of Krishna are called Guna Avtaras. The material world is governed by three material modes of nature, and Lord Vishnu, Lord Brahma, and Lord Shiva respectively take charge of the modes of goodness, passion, and ignorance. Mahārāja Pṛthu is also an incarnation of those qualities of Lord Krishna by which one rules over conditioned souls. In this verse, the word adhokshaja, meaning beyond the perception of the material senses, is very significant. No one can perceive the Supreme Personality of Godhead by mental speculation. Therefore, a person with a poor fund of knowledge cannot understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Since one can form only an impersonal idea on the strength of one's material senses, the Lord is known as Adhokshaja. Hare Krishna.
Yes. So Pṛthu Maharaj is considered as a powerful incarnation of Lord Krishna's potency. And here the narration is giving that is surely very pleasing to hear this narration, which produce all good fortune. And so it is one of the name of Lord Krishna is Adhokshaj. So he's inquiring that please narrate the story of King Pṛthu in the form of son of King Vena who milked the cow-shaped earth. In the purport, Srila Prabhupada is mentioning about from Bhagavad Gita verse 10.8. That is, Aham sarvasya prabhos matta sarva pravartate iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanvita. So Aham sarvasya prabho means I am the source of all spiritual and material worlds. Everything emanates from me. The wise person who perfectly know this engage in my devotional service and worship me with all their hearts. So these three incarnations, like Lord Brahma, Lord Vishnu, and Lord Shiva, these are all the emanations from Krishna. So these three incarnations are called the Guna Avtaras. There are the three gunas, the goodness, passion, and ignorance. So Lord Vishnu is in goodness, Lord Shiva is in ignorance, and Lord Brahma is in passion. So these are the Guna Avtaras of the Lord. And this material world is governed by these three modes of material nature. And they are the presiding deities, the Lord Brahma, Vishnu, and Mahesh, or Shivji. So, and in the next paragraph, Srila Prabhupada is mentioning about the adhokshas. The meaning of the adhokshas is beyond the perception of the material senses. And unless and until one knows this, then he cannot be able to perceive the Supreme Personality of Godhead with only his mental speculations. Okay, we'll go ahead. We'll take one more verse. Sutta Uvacha Chodito vidurenaiva Vasudeva katham prati prashasya tam pritapana Maitreya pratyabhashata. Translation.
Sutta Goswami continued, when Vidura became inspired to hear of the activities of Lord Krishna in his various incarnations, Maitreya, also being inspired and being very pleased with Vidura, began to praise him. Then Maitreya spoke as follows. Purport: talk of Krishna Katha or topics about Lord Krishna or his incarnations is spiritually so inspiring that the reciter and hearer are never exhausted. That is the nature of spiritual talks. We have actually seen that one can never become satiated by hearing the conversations between Vidura and Maitreya. Both of them are devotees, and the more Vidura inquires, the more Maitreya is encouraged to speak. A symptom of spiritual talks is that no one feels tired. Thus, upon hearing the questions of Vidura, the great sage Maitreya did not feel disgusted, but rather felt encouraged to speak speak at greater length. Hare Krishna.
Yes. So Sutta Goswami is continuing here that both the devotees, Vidura and Maitreya Muni, both are discussing about Krishna Katha about Lord Krishna. And Vidura is inspired to hear the activities of Lord Krishna and his various incarnations from Maitreya. And Maitreya is also inspired and pleased with Vidura because he is asking the different incarnation about the different incarnation of the Lord. So in the purport, Srila Prabhupada is mentioning about the Krishna Katha, the topics about Lord Krishna and his various incarnations. So these Krishna Kathas are very inspiring for both the parties, the reciting and who is hearing. Even we are seeing that our Śrīmad Bhāgavatam reading in the morning, it is limited to 7:15 to 7:45. But still, so many of us, means everybody from us, are wanting that this should be go on 1 hour or at least 45 minutes. But because of the sometimes constraint, we are reading this every day, 30 minutes only. So these Krishna Kathas are like that. They are very inspiring, and even both the parties are not feeling the satiation. Both the parties are not satisfied. Even after 30 minutes we are discussing. So Vidura inquires the more. Here Vidura is inquiring and more Maitreya is encouraged to speak. It is mentioned here. And a symptom of spiritual talk is that no one feels tired. So in the next verse we will see that, but maybe Prabhuji told me up to 7:30. We'll conclude here and continue tomorrow. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you, Prabhupada. Thank you all of you.
Prabhupada.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Prabhupada.
Prabhupada.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you, everyone. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Thank you,
Krishna.
Prabhupada. Thank you very much. Very much. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhupada. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhupada. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you to everyone. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Dandavat.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.